Based on popular demand, this is Arena video part 1. How do we start looking at Arena? It means that we start looking at heroes because that's what you need for your Arena. If we look at the heroes, I will start by showing you Patrick because this was my go-to hero when I was in my early Arena days. And what was so special about Patrick was his skill set. When we usually rally or we do a garrison or an attack, it actually looks at your expedition skills and their levels, and mainly that top right one. But when we do the arena or the exploration, it looks at the skills on the left-hand side. And for me, Patrick was a lifesaver because Patrick has a health restoring function, and that made me last sometimes a bit longer in a fight, and that made me able to win that fight as well. Right now, I don't use Patrick anymore, but as a starter hero in your arena, it is a very good one. And team him up with Sergei, that was a very good combination. So if I look at my current hero, Mia is one of them that I use. If we look at her skill set, I have maximized my left-hand side skill set because it is important for me that she can perform as best as she can. Then how do I approach the arena? And that's by using my exploration function. So in exploration, you will use the same skill set for those heroes, and that allows me to trial it. There's a lot of information that can be found, and that information will give you more insights on which heroes to place where and why. That is not my forte either, so I prefer just some trial and error, go and play around with the heroes and their position in exploration. So if I take some random heroes here, and I would try this formation against my opponent, you will notice that this is not a good positioning or not the right heroes for that formation. They're simply not strong enough, and you see that I actually died at the point where the opponent had all 5 heroes left. I didn't manage to knock one out, and quite a few soldiers as well. If I then do a better formation of heroes and I will look at my top 5, you can start by putting them just in this order of strongest versus weakest and try that formation as well. You will see that this formation should perform already quite good for me when we hit the fight button, but it allows me to evaluate how good exactly this is going to perform. So when that runs, I don't like my Greg to die that fast. One of the skills of Greg and that cage is quite good. I prefer it, so I will put it in the middle, and that will make my Greg last a little bit longer. But I see that I've knocked out all the heroes and they just had some soldiers left, which means that it's not a very bad formation at this point in time. If I go very drastic and I would take Molly out and I would switch Molly with Flint, for example, and put Molly in the front and Flint in the back and hit that formation, I will be able to see the effect of the same hero with just a different position. So what you need to do is put your heroes in all different spots and understand which spots work the best for that particular hero. What you can then still consider is how they are teamed up. So if I take that out, the right hand side spot where I put Mia is teamed up with the left back right as well. And there are 3 heroes attacking this right hand side. If I would look at the left hand side where I put Flint, there's going to be 2 opponent heroes attacking that, so that position can be a bit weaker, and the right hand side I want that to be stronger. My current formation in the arena is teaming up Molly with Mia, so I have 2 Lancer on the right hand side, I have Greg in the middle, and I have Alonso on the left. That means that the middle position usually lasts longest because it's well protected, and that means my Greg is going to last a bit longer than the other heroes around it, and I usually end up my arena having Greg and Alonso standing and the rest dying. So if I would run this formation, it might perform a little bit less than with Molly in the middle, because it's not a bad idea to put your Lancer in the middle and flank it by 2 marksmen, or put a marksman in the middle and flank it by 2 Lancer. So we see here that the other formation was a bit better, but I would still run that one in arena. So this is the first video. Stay tuned for the next one.